Hey there, hi there, collective. Hello to all my viewers, subscribers, friends, family watching this, whoever it is out there. Soul family. Uh, Love and light to all. And this is going to be the Timeless Dream Love All Sign Collective Energy reading that I'm going to do for you all today. So, yay! All right, so up first. Okay. I thought I would just say that I'm really getting this sense and feeling that there's like a lot of male oriented, um, toxic readers out there that promote, unfortunately, their political views in support of the Republican Party. And I'm here to say that I apologize on behalf of all of those male Republican tarot readers. I'm not one of them. Thank God for that. And, everyone is entitled to their own beliefs, but I just, if you've been one of those people that have fallen victim to believing in someone as, someone who believes in equality and they don't, then, that really sucks to find that out. And unfortunately, it would be nice if people like didn't have, outdated, stereotypical Republican ideals. But we live in that world where it's very male dominated. And even, I see in the tarot reading industry, okay, that there are people with like these very, outdated beliefs. And it's unfortunate. So I know they're not going to apologize, and why would they, right? They're guys, but I feel like you are owed some sort of apology if you thought you could trust these people and invest in them, and in turn they, don't want to invest in you because you're a woman, or maybe you're not a woman, but you're somebody who, is not Republican and doesn't share those ideals. So I apologize on behalf of them all, because I know that sometimes that's really what you need to hear. And, you know, uh, someone has to do it. Someone has to say it. Okay. So if it's going to be me, it's going to be me. But as I say that, also know that it means more coming from the person who has actually wronged you. So hopefully manifest into reality that does happen for you. Now, moving forward, I'm going to read some mindful soul cards for you. Okay, I picked 3 cards for you here. So we're going to start here with Pyrite, okay? So Pyrite is masculinity, protection, and strength, which we hope a lot of male people and males in our lives would do, right? Is protect us. But, we get what we get, right? Element Earth, chakra, solar plexus. Pyrite derived from the Greek word pyre, meaning fire, earned the nickname Fool's Gold due to its gold-like appearance. Despite its playful nickname, pyrite is actually a potent stone with a special masculine energy. Above all, pyrite acts as a vigilant guardian, committed to safeguarding its wearer on multiple fronts: emotionally, physically, energetically, and even against their own toxic patterns. Additionally, it is believed that pyrite serves as an effective shield against the potential effects of EMFs, electromagnetic fields, when to use it. In social settings, during meditation, while traveling, or using electronic devices. Where to put it? Place it near electronic devices such as computers, Wi-Fi routers, or other source of electromagnetic radiation. Special care. Store it in a dry place and avoid situations where it may come into contact with water. Every step I take is guided and guarded by a force greater than me. Okay. So I thought that was a really good, stone mindful souls card to pull for this particular reading. And then we have ammonzites. Okay. self-care, boundaries, communication, element water, chakra throat. Known as the Hope Stone, Emmonsite has served as a token of optimism for many generations. This gemstone holds a unique ability to soothe anxiety, quiet toxic thoughts, and help to heal past traumas. Ammonite invites you to step into your feminine side, urging you to break free from self neglect and prioritize your well being above anything else. Even more, as a throat chakra crystal, Ammonite takes the meaning of self care to a deeper level by encouraging you to speak up about what you need and set clear boundaries. When to use it: when practicing daily affirmations or self care rituals, and while trying to break bad habits. Where to put it: put it in a space you feel is just yours. Could be your bedroom, vanity table, or even work desk. Special care: handle with care to preserve its beauty and cleanse it regularly under running water. Taking care of myself is not selfish, it's a necessity. Yeah, and honestly, like, I feel like since we do live in like a male dominated, like, patriarchal system right now, okay, that doesn't need to in any way sort of keep you from like distract you from taking care of yourself, because that really strong like masculine and toxic masculine energy that I feel like as a woman I always am picking up on and I'm always being interrupted with. Like, I'll be on my day-to-day life doing my day-to-day thing, and all of a sudden a toxic masculine energy will want to interject itself into my life without I even asking for it. And that's because of these bigger, more like hierarchy, patriarchal leaders, you can even call them that are in charge. And so other men want to copy that behavior in like smaller settings, smaller scale. And it's like, whoa, 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 did not ask for that at all. No, thank you. Okay. So just be cautious and you know, don't neglect yourself in order to, make room for toxic masculine in your life. Okay. We have blue lace agate, calm, harmony, communication, element water and air, chakra throat. Tracing all the way back to ancient Egypt, the famous calming benefits of blue lace agate have truly stood the test of time and are still cherished today. Today, this gentle stone is mainly found in South Africa, and though it may seem delicate, its strength is undeniable. Working as a soothing balm for both the mind and spirit, blue lace agate steps into ease tensions in your relationships and within yourself. Whether you're looking to calm a busy mind, cast off negativity, or enhance positive communication, blue lace agate is your trusted crystal companion. When to use it: during difficult conversations, stressful periods of your meditation practice. Where to put it: to ease tension at home, place it in shared spaces like the living room or kitchen. Special care: handle with gentle care, guarding against direct sunlight and extreme temperatures. Peace is my natural state of mind. Yeah, because oftentimes I feel like as a woman, it's like we have to deal with like certain negative energies coming our way, and then it's like, oh my god, like I just want peace in my life, like for goodness sakes. So that's a really good, powerful stone to use when you need to just be like, enough is enough already. Like, please stop the negative masculine energies. Okay. Um, Also, okay, so let's see. I pulled some love messages for you when you get like no communication, and I find like that is a really mainstream pattern today in like the love aspect. Okay, is like, you put yourself out there, you want to attract the right love in your life, you want to feel supported, but then, you get ghosted, or somebody like turns out not to be who they say they are, catfishing, all these different types of things. So, I feel like this one in particular energy recently is somebody who probably, messed up your head or your heart quite a bit and sort of played on your emotions a little too much. Okay. Like there's fun, playful, romance and stuff like that. And then there's, okay, you're manipulating, right? So this person wants to say, please understand that I need space right now. Okay. So if you're like, oh my God, like, why is this person ignoring me? It's because they need space right now. And I'm not saying like you don't deserve the answers that you're seeking, but that's where their head is at. So even though that might not be what the answer you were looking for, that's what they're putting out there. Okay. But I also have two other messages for you, and it says, you are the one and the only one. So I know that can be a little bit like unfair to you because you want more emotional support from this person. And I just feel like they can't give it to you right now because they're very focused on their own self, which no surprise there, right? Most people are, most guys are, right? But this is just so you know that like now might not be the time for you and your person or this person in particular to be on the same emotional level, but they still in their back of their mind are thinking you are the only one for them. They just can't give you what you need right now. So you feel free to get what you do need. Yeah, don't feel bad about giving to yourself, okay? Please forgive me. I know I messed up. Yeah, they know they messed up. Okay. They screwed up big time. And, again, this is like another apology from them, right? Apology. Okay. It's like they know what they did was wrong. Okay. Now, whether or not they're actually going to admit that to you personally is a whole different, side of the story there, a whole different playing field there. But universe wants you to know, like at the end of the day, you didn't deserve the treatment that they projected onto you. But that did happen. So them acknowledging that happened is the first step toward an apology that you deserve and that you've been waiting for. Okay. And then we have here winter, a time for turning inward, rest in silence. Okay, so I find this is more like metaphorical than anything else right now because, you've been through a long, cold winter, like of a relationship. Like, I feel like, you've been through some hardships, you've been through some coldness put towards you, and you don't like that feeling of when somebody's being cold towards you, and, it's leaving you feel like lost and scared and alone. Um, so you are in a way like seeing like maybe looking inward at yourself right now and focusing on yourself is like the perfect um, recipe you need in order to you know get everything you need out of life to come up with the best um, like answer really for what you seek right now. Yeah, and then we have the youth. Okay, so we have this young man standing next to his wolf, and he's a traveler. He's on a journey. There's stars shooting across the sky here. So again, it's like this person. I'm getting like, honestly, I feel like it's like a guy energy. But anyway, he he is somebody who is like not really fully mature, I think, to fully give you what you deserve or what you need. And I think he recognizes that. And I think he's on a journey to recognizing that. Again, this could be, male, female, it could be masculine, feminine. It does, but it's a very young, like naive person that doesn't fully grasp or understand what you need in your life to feel valued in order for the relationship to succeed on an emotional level. So I think this person is on a journey to discovering that or trying to discover that. And I think they have left messages or hints that you could perceive to be helpful and knowing that you are being acknowledged, that you are being heard, that you are being respected. It's not at the level you want, okay, but it is something for now. So, um, I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, these guys are so immature these days. They don't know anything. They need to be like taught everything, and it's like, oh, like you don't want to teach anything. You want to just relax and enjoy life. Like, these people have to be like trained. Um, we have thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new positive future. Yeah. I mean, nobody wants a thorny relationship. Nobody wants that. But sometimes that is just what we find ourselves in, right? We find ourselves in this thorny brush and we have to find a way out of it. And we might get hurt along the way. There's more chance of that than not, especially with all these thorns. Okay? Then we have goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. Yeah, look at the money there. Okay? So you are moving forward. You are making progress here. Okay, we have embrace solitude, reflect deeply for survival. Keep your mind open and answers reveal lessons in the quiet of introspection. Desert of isolation. Traverse the desolate spaces of solitude to uncover reflections and resilient survival. Yeah. It's like you're almost being like given like sort of like an out here. Like you don't have to be fully invested into this one person because they are not fully invested in you. And you've just gotten that acknowledgement that you were looking for. You've just gotten that apology that you were looking for. You've gotten that reassurance that yes, they did make some mistakes and this is why. And that's all they can do right now is at least admit that they made mistakes. They can't give you though, the relationship that you want at this time, but they can acknowledge that yes, there was something there and they messed up and they didn't treat you fairly and they didn't treat the situation fairly and they're acknowledging that. So that's progress. Okay. In the meantime, you can go out and have yourself some fun, right? Because, you know, that's all. You were just looking for that, okay? So winds of fortune. Allow the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability. Adapt and thrive. Luck flows with change. Stay flexible, embrace shifts, and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves. Yeah, and you just got that big answer, okay? So, let's see what else we got here. Okay, we got scales of balance and harbor of peace. Seek equilibrium in love and career. Harmonize your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. Ooh, I like that. Harmony's call. Embrace equality and pursue justice, harmonizing the energies to manifest a balanced and just outcome. Yeah, it's very much true to like that a lot of the energy that I am picking up on right now has a lot to do with you wanting to fight for justice and equality. And you found yourself in relationships where you thought this person wanted that as much as you, or maybe not as much as you, but at least maybe more than you, or at least somewhere on the scale of balance, right? But then you found out you wanted that more. And that's kind of where the scales got imbalanced a little bit. And if I'm being totally honest, I think the scales got really imbalanced at a certain point, and that's what made everything like so epic and so like, wow, like what is this? Like, what world have I stepped into here? What reality is this? Okay, but it still was like such a cosmic shift that it awoken you and it awakened you. Sorry, there it is. Awakened you to the reality of the world that you live in it versus the world that you wish you could live in or you want to create or you want to exist someday. Um, So we have here Harbor of Peace. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. Serene haven. Embrace tranquility as your refuge, where serenity blossoms and peace enfolds you begin. You begin. Your beginning. I think that was a little typo there, but it's your beginning is unfolding. Like as you get closer and closer, as you inch closer and closer to that place that you want to be in life, you start to see those that are attracted to you and your destiny and your purpose versus those that are like not. Okay, to put it simply. Okay, to put it plainly. Okay. We have Mountain of Mastery, ascend toward self-realization and triumph, guided by the stoic presence of the Mastery Mountain pathway. Peaks reached, celebrate your achievements and savor the triumphs of your ascent, for you've climbed high and earned your view. Yeah, you've definitely earned this new place that you're in. I love how these are two totally different, like, reversed places. Like, literally, like the mountain, the high mountain, and then like the water, like your boat is like come to shore, is like resting in the bay there. Okay, so it's like the emotions are there, and you have come to a calmness now finally because you've received that acknowledgement and that apology that you were looking for from this person. So now you can safely move on and rest assured that you are going to reach the top of the mountain. Like, it's almost like you really did go through a lot. Like, you really did go through some very stormy weather here, metaphorically, mentally, emotionally. Okay, your feelings are finally being validated. I feel like it's the biggest message that I've been trying to get to here is like, your feelings are valid. If you're not happy with an outcome, then seek clarity, seek that wisdom, seek knowing why you were never acknowledged, what happened. And then once you get those answers, then you can finally move forward because that like piece of the puzzle wasn't put in the puzzle yet. Like the puzzle was unfinished. So you solved that mystery. Okay. Abracadabra. Like the Lady Gaga song, Abracadabra. Okay. um yeah, the stars in the constellation here. Okay, this woman has kind of like horn, like hair, like head, with these different like buildings here. A couple of them look similar to the other ones, but she's like high up, like she's a part of the mastery, she's a part of the work here, the design, and she is looking at the stars herself and solving the mystery that's the messages within the stars, and that's the true magic. Okay, so it's the realization that you are part of this mystery, you're part of this plan, you're part of the architecture, design of this world collectively. And where you fit in or how you fit in, or you know it really depends on you. It really depends on where you want to be put in and like how you want to be seen and perceived. And I feel like it doesn't matter how other people perceive you or how other people, where they want to put you. And that's like the biggest thing of all is like this patriarchal system wants to put, people who aren't males or men or Republican white dudes mostly. They want to put everyone else besides that select group into a category of no one cares what you think and your opinion doesn't matter. And your opinion does very much matter. Okay, so don't think it doesn't. um, okay, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's a very male dominated world we live in, and like society, and even in the workforce it's very male dominated. Okay, you and there's not a lot, women are not given a lot of room, or people who identify as they are not given not a lot of room to be themselves. Right, it's only white dudes that are straight or heterosexual. Like, it's not, there's not a lot of room for anyone else. But I feel like when you can see that and accept that as like what it is, what's happening, and you clearly can see that, all the illusions will be gone. Right, the Seven of Cups, right, the cup of illusion. So you're no longer seeing this as like, oh, that's not true. You know, you're not in denial. You're not living in delusion. You're not living a lie. Okay. You're seeing everything as it is. And you're seeing all the possibilities of how this patriarchal system can change. When you say something and you speak up and you say how you feel and you express that, and yeah, there are going to be people who don't agree with you, and there are going to be people who tell you to be quiet, and there are going to be people who don't respect you. But you still have to stay true to who you are and still fight against that belief that there can't ever be any other possibility or outcome. There can be many different possibilities. There can be many different outcomes. The same one over and over again is not working. History repeating itself is not working. Okay, so when the change happens, like, you're going to be a part of that change. The change is you embracing a new, better outcome. All right, so yeah, butterfly transformation, a castle, a fortress, a cute, adorable little black kitten, okay, a mermaid, a rainbow, and a dragon, and the wizard in here. Like, it's like, you know that poster, it's like, we want you, or I want, it's something like, it's like supposed to be like Sam, that guy, Uncle Sam, and it's like a poster for getting people to sign up for, like, to be in the military or something like that. It's like a really old poster. This is like that, but like a wizard, like Dumbledore, like being like, we want you to be your magical, beautiful self, okay, and sign up to be part of like the resistance of like patriarchal, you know, stigmatisms and racism and things like that. And maybe that starts with believing in yourself, like magic is real, anything is real. um that can be seen maybe as more fantastical style, but you can really shape things in a better form if you actually believe things can be changed to begin with, and you open yourself up to that. Um, but yeah, so anyways, um, yeah, sacred ceremonies. I remind your soul of the sacredness of the world. Yeah. So there's a lot of, blending of ideas and cultures, and um, honestly, like, this is timeless dream love reading here. So really, like, anything goes. Like, don't limit yourself here, okay? And I feel like because you were so hurt in the past, you kind of fell into that limiting belief, that limiting mindset of you can't do anything, or losing faith in, like, what you really wanted to accomplish. But you don't need to do that anymore, okay? Okay, so here we go. So many wonderful choices lie before you. This is the card of precognitive dreams, symbols, and signs. Take a moment and choose one of the 7 cups. Now read along and see what it tells you about yourself. The red dragon represents the power of transformation and the element of fire. What sort of passion and power can you manifest in your world? The black cane grants you the opportunity to work more closely with the animal kingdom and to find your own magical familiar. The third cup's fairy tale castle offers you the chance of stability, comfort, and the magic of hearth and home. The fourth cup shows you a rainbow. Time to work on your communication skills and see what messages await you on Iris's magical rainbow from the Temperance card. The fifth card holds jewels and gold coins, inviting you to dig in and work magic with the element of earth. Focus on crystals, stones, minerals, and metals. The sixth card has a tiny mermaid who invites you into the realm of the element of water. Embrace your psychic gifts and emotions and see where they lead you. The final cup with the butterfly beckons you to the element of air. Sharpen your intellect, hone your instincts, and pay attention to your intuition. What sort of new knowledge will the element of air blow into your world? Choice. Many wonderful options lie before you. Choose one of these cups and their lessons for yourself. Don't be fooled into making a decision for another. They will come to resent you for it. Indecisiveness or fantasy or illusion. Okay? So, yeah, like, losing yourself in fantasy too much is not a good thing, okay? But also you need to understand that like believing that anything is possible, especially when you're in very dire circumstances, it's okay to like fantasize that. So yeah, we have listen closely, listen. Okay. So listen, okay, you have a girl like she's under the ground here. Her hair is the ground, and there's flowers growing above her and a butterfly. So you are like you yourself are like nurturing your inner child as you explore what once seemed like fantasy or unrealistic. But now you're seeing it as realistic. You're seeing these goals that you've wanted to achieve for so long actually come true, which once seemed impossible. So that's where like that fantasy plays a role. But don't be like misguided into thinking like this young, immature person from your past that never apologized to you till now is going to change anytime soon. I don't see that happening here. But I do see that you have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, you are giving to yourself, you are growing here in abundance here, you are nurturing yourself emotionally here, and you aren't giving up on yourself. Okay, all that self-love, all that self-discovery is coming in for you. You're doing the work and you're getting the reward that you deserve. And King of Wands. Okay, so this is a much more mature masculine energy. Okay, you have the lion representing strength here and courage and bravery. Okay, this isn't somebody who is on a journey right now into self-discovery, isn't on a journey of becoming more mature and learning how they can become more emotionally fulfilling toward their person or their partner. This is somebody who's already obtained that. This is somebody who's already absorbed that energy into their life, and now they can sit rested and they know what they need to give to their partner, and they have the strength and the courage they need to protect you and love you and support you. This isn't, someone who isn't going to be open to the possibility of giving you everything you need right now, because this person or because that person is in your past. That person's on their own journey, a personal discovery. They apologize, now they need to do some work on themselves. This person's already done the work. Okay, so if you're looking for like a guy to like match you at your level, you want someone who embodies this King of Wands energy. You want somebody who is courageous and loyal, trustworthy, protective. Okay, a young, immature person who is constantly, not giving you the answers you seek, making you wait, not acknowledging you, not apologizing when they make mistakes. That is an immature person. Okay, so if you see that pattern of behavior in someone, you want to stay clear from that person and not choose them to be your partner. You want someone to be this King of Wands for you. Okay, because they actually respect you, they actually know what you're about, and they support you. Okay, they're not, dominated by these authoritarian, fascist, misogynistic, sexist energies. Okay, they're not. They're somebody who sees you for the beautiful goddess, amazing woman that you are, and loves and respects that about you and supports that. Okay, so those are the messages that I have for you. I hope you enjoyed. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, check out your own personal reading, and hit that thumbs up button. Thanks so much. Love and light always. Bye.